wasn't your dad but me. Your heart stopped and the hands fall down. You looked at him with your teary eyes while he signed heavily. Walking to you with a slow step, he took that gun from your hand and hugged you. You signed and broke the hug. What do you mean by it was you? You fired that bullet. You were the one. And before you could complete your sentence, he shook his head. You stopped, wanted to hear everything, wanted to hear the truth. They never told you. He nodded, grabbing your hand. He walked towards the bed. He made you sit on the bed and sat in front of you on the floor, placing his hands on your leg. He'll look up at you while your eyes just wanted the truth this time. Just truth. You know it's going to hurt you, but you know that if it's now, then he is here to handle you. He is here to make you understand things in easiest way. Jungkook raised his hand and wiped your tears. It was my mistake that I never told you the truth. It was my mistake to hide everything. But I can't just step back the promises that made ages ago. Little John see lots of people giving up on their lives to save a princess, and I can't let go their sacrifice for nothing. If I have to turn my whole life in a lie to fulfill that promise, then I won't hesitate. It's better to lie than struggling with truth. You still didn't get it. You're still confused. You just want him to make it a little simple for you. Mr. Kang was not your real father but good friend of your father. He raised you and gave you love of his daughter because that was a promise three friends made together, including my dad. He died while saving you. You were of only 2 months when you lose your dad, and the next 4 months when I lose my dad. They are going to kill everyone that helped Kim family to keep their Harris alive. You know, once I told you that first I hold you when you were of 4 months, I lose my everything that day. My mom, my dad, all to fulfill that promise. Half of our gang died, our loved ones, but that promise was still bonded. Mr. Khan told me that day that I have to take care of you, no matter how much I grew up or how the situations were. That promise will pass the ages. We can never let the Harris of Kim family die because if that happens, then Mr. Lee will hold the position of Mafia King and that will be the end of everything. Things were not perfect from the start, but now we get chance to fix it all. Let's live for those who die for us. Your eyes again started to shed tears, heart aches, and you again feel yourself full of guilt. How just because of you people loses their life? What's the point of living when your this life never worth the lives of those people who want to save you? You looked at Jungkook and he knows how much it is hard for you to accept that all. Maybe that's why he was hiding it from you every time. Gather yourself. How? And how after knowing that I can't worth living? You are worth living because you are not only living your life but the life of that every single person who always want to save you by heart. You are worth living for that every small family who is living cause the Harris of Kim family is alive and no power have right to exploit them. You are the one who is going to make rules for everyone. You are the one who is going to turn this cruel world in a soft place. You signed, didn't say anything and just hugged him, crying on his shoulder. He knows it is hard for you to face the reality, but he is happy that you get to know everything. So, what do you find out? Is everything okay or? Jungkook said, looking a little panicked by seeing Sam walking in the room with a little sad face. Taking a deep breath, he threw himself on the couch and let out a deep sigh. Nothing is alright. Everything is getting messed up day by day. Tomorrow judge going to take his decision over this case and we are still helpless. Don't know what to do. By the way, how's Ryan? She forgot something or? He said looking a little worried. Jungkook sighed and shook his head. How can we even expect her to be okay or to forget that night? It's hard for many mafias to sleep after killing someone and she saw a person getting murdered in front of her eyes and then her dad. It's really so hard for her. All I can do is to make her forget these things for some time. Forever is not even in my hands. It's really so difficult for us. And from tomorrow, I don't know how she is going to handle herself. It's really difficult. He nodded, sitting while keeping their heads down. They both don't know what to do. How to make you forget the pain which hurt you always. How to fix everything. By the way, you were talking of something like exchanging evidence and other stuffs. Why don't you do that? Frame someone else in this murder and prove her father wrong. It's impossible. He really killed him. Not know for Ryan or he really wanted, but he was the one who shot the bullet at him directly and to his heart. That's why he died on the spot. So what you are thinking to do? Because we can't let it slide like this. He might kill the man, but we all know how that man was. He was really a black spot for mankind. And even if he kills him, then it's no worry. That's what we think and our rules teaches us. But the world outside those mafia buildings are different. They are only evidence work. Never want to know what is right and what not. The one whom the evidence favor get life and other one deserve punishment. That's their rules. Maybe that's why they had that black blindfolds over the eyes of their justice. I'm just scared because I don't want to see this world turning that justice man into a criminal. We all know how he was. We all know the value of him in this mankind. It's really so frustrating. Where's Yunjin? I had something to talk with him and also prepare the resort. I'm taking Wayan there for holidays. It's better if she live far from all this for some time. She is already depressed and I can't see her getting more depressed. Sam nodded. Well, there was something suspicious at the place. I sent our team there to find some evidence we can use in favor of him. We didn't get anything but a bullet, a used one. The design of that bullet was very different and unique. Our team never used that type of bullets, and also, Mr. Lee don't have that much technology access to use such high quality things. There must be someone else too. Jungkook eyes frowned while Sam was staring at the photo of that bullet closely. There's definitely someone else too, and only one person can identify this bullet, Rocky. I think we again need his help. You were making breakfast all lost in your thoughts, don't know what to do and what not. You even don't know what's there in your mind now. Should believe others or just listen to your heart, but in any way, you are sure that you will hurt. You sniffed and looked at the food in the pan. You don't have appetite to eat, just eating to live. To get energy so that you can at least cry when this world turns your dad into a real monster. Your eyes traveled to the clock to see the time, but before you could able to see the clock, someone come and hugged you from behind, and that raised heart again calm. You feel like living again. Without him, you always feel like yourself dead, away from this world. But with him, it's really a different type of feeling. He turned off the stove as the food was burning. You are late today? Yes, there was some work in the office, so I was just finishing that. You didn't sleep yet? You should sleep on time, it's not a good habit. I was waiting for you. By the way you drink, you said as you smell a strong liquid aroma hitting your nostril. He smiled and turned you back to face him. His eyes were red, he looked tired and also drunk. You sighed and looked at him and he smiled. Not much, only a little, and you know I'm still sober. I can hear you scolding me for drinking, and that to be without eating anything. It's harmful to have drink empty stomach. You couldn't able to control yourself smiling at such cuteness. He smiled too. Grabbing your both hands, he kissed the back of it, making you look at him confused. I'm sorry, Vayan. I don't know why, but I'm really sorry for everything. I really give you a hard time, right? Because of me, you lose so much. You are in such trouble because of me. I am really a worse man who can't even confess the love of mine to you without getting drunk. I love you but can never able to say on your face. I am the worst person, but you still love this man like there's no tomorrow. But I promise to give you every reason to smile. It's just alcohol, but whatever he is saying is the real feeling of his, that he can't able to express in front of you. You both love a lot, knows the love of each other, but there are some words that are always remain unspoken and come out only when you are not in your sense. You smile and push his hair back. You smiled. You even know what you are talking about, my dear husband. You are the bestest thing happened with me. I have no regret at last. If it's not you, I might have all broken. I had millions of reasons to break down, but look, you are the only reason who have so much hope to overpower all my negative thoughts. By saying sorry, you are making me feel guilty. Yet I would never be able to make you see the wound you heal inside me. You look so cute while confessing things. You are really so cute. You chuckle and hold him as he stumbles on his feet. He chuckles. Are you sure that you are sober? Because I don't think so. Stay here. I will make a hangover drink. You said and was about to turn back, but he grabbed your hand and shook his head. You raised your brows while he smiled slightly. Let me stay drunk tonight, and I promise to confess each and every small detail of my love to you. He said and hugged you while you smiled and patted his back. Judge has already given his decision. The whole world is feeling sorry for turning an innocent man into a murderer. Due to lack of evidence and after investigation, it is proved that the bullet was not fired by Mr. Kong. To save himself and his wrongdoing, one of his business partner Lee Jong-gi was the one who planned all this. Police is still trying to catch the real culprit. We can't bring back the time and fix everything, but we can ask for our forgiveness. Give him the real respect he deserves. Not only the nation but the whole world going to remember him with the name of Golden Mafia. Not only in our nation but overseas too. People are celebrating his innocence. Orphans he supports. People there are praying to God for his good health. In search of gold we lose diamond. We can't bring back the time but can show the respect raised in our heart for him. 2 minute silence for our Golden Mafia. Not so many people, just few, but you are happy to see the respect they are giving to your father. You sign. Everything seems to be okay. He was innocent from the start. You believe that. The picture in the TV was moving so fast, flashing in your eyes. You tried to capture some but couldn't. Wiping the tears, you took a deep breath and smiled, or tried to smile. Jungkook walked in the room and smiled slightly, seeing you smiling. You turned to him and pressed your lips together. Come on, I thought I will get to see you smile, but look at you. You still had tears in your eyes. That's not fair. I'm dying to see that smile again, at least once, but laugh for this moment. You chuckled and shook your head, smiling slightly, and looked at him, wiping your tears. I'm not crying. These are the tears of happiness. He came to you and slightly peeked your forehead, making your heart tickle. He rubbed his nose with yours, and you stopped breathing. I would like to see smile of happiness. Just smile when you got such a beautiful lips. He said, stretching your lips to a bright smile, but sign when you pressed your lips together. Thank you. Oh, since wife started to say sorry, I thought they are the boss of the house, and the real boss never says sorry to anyone, right? He said and rubbed your hair, making you smile slightly. Cupping your face, he leans a little so that he can match his height with yours. But if you are really thank you, then you can make something delicious for me to eat. You chuckled and nodded. He kissed your cheeks and walked towards the couch, throwing his body on the soft mattress and leaned back, taking a deep breath. You smiled slightly and once again looked at the TV, finding all comfort. Looking at Jungkook, you just took some step towards the kitchen but stopped when Jungkook's voice called you. You turned back and looked at him. He was looking confused, but more, you were confused. Your eyes went to his hand, and now you understand why this sudden change in his expressions. What's this? Yes, actually, I missed my period, so I thought to have a pregnancy test, and it turned out positive. I'm not confirmed, but... And before you could able to complete your sentence, you feel like being pulled by Jungkook. Your eyes widened and body freeze. His hand wrapped around your waist and he hugged you. Your heart skipped its beat, feeling his warmth. His face struck deep in your neck and hand tightened around your waist. He pulls you closer and whispers, "Thank you." He whispered, You were shocked but smile when you feels your shoulder getting wet by his tears. He just pretend to be strong because everyone call him cold-hearted. But in reality, he is a little angel living with you, solving all your problems and make you happy every time, who protect you and love you like no one else ever did. He made you feel most lucky person on this earth and for this all, you will love him forever with your whole heart. Jungkook, you whisper his name and kisses his back to calm him down, but instead he started to sob. You chuckle. How cute he is. Thank you so much. You always make me happy. If that is so, then I want to see the smile of happiness, not the tears. Now smile for me and the baby. The baby want to see his appa strong, not a cry baby. He wiped his tear and looked at you and smiled. He cupped your cheeks and kissed your forehead lovingly. You want me to make something for you? You might be hungry. I'm hungry for sure, but I don't want my lovely kitchen to turn into a mess. Just ordered something and I'm fine with that. Oh really, Mrs. John? You don't know, but I'm really a great cook. Wanna see my new skill you were unaware of? You smiled and nodded. He chuckled at your cuteness and picked you up in his arms. Your eyes widened. You looked at him and he smiled. Let baby know how much Appa loves its mother. Wish him to be as gentle as you. You said, admiring his face, the perfect jaw and those angelic shiny eyes. You never understand how his these dark orbs shines. There might be something so crazy about them. He looked at you and smiled while walking towards kitchen. Well, I can also show you that I can be hard too. But not now, next time when we plan our second child as unexpected as this one. Your eyes widened and face turned all red. You looked at him amazed. It's not how he usually behaved. He looked at you and chuckled slightly while you looked away. Parvati?